Graduands, guests, colleagues, I declare this ceremony open. Please be seated. As Director of Marketing and Communications, I welcome you to this graduation ceremony for students from Nottingham Business School and the School of Science and Technology. I would also like to welcome the family and friends who are joining us from around the world via the NTU livestream. Welcome all. Welcome also to our honorary graduand, Sophie Han. It's a pleasure and a privilege to have you with us, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts a little later in the ceremony. Graduands, I want to begin by congratulating you on your achievements. Well done and welcome back to NTU. We got here. Graduation is a very significant day for us as much as it is for you, whenever it takes place. It's the day we come together to reflect on your academic accomplishments and all the incredible things you achieved throughout your NTU journey. The COVID-19 pandemic denied us that opportunity last summer, but we've always been committed to celebrating your success in person. I'm delighted that there are so many of you here today, and it's great to see you all again. As the class of 2021, you faced major challenges caused by the pandemic in the final 15 months or so of your time at NTU. You came through those challenges, however, showing resilience and resourcefulness. These are qualities that will serve you well in navigating the uncertain times of significant world events. The pandemic has reconfirmed the reach and relevance of the NTU community, a community you will always be a part of. It's re-emphasised the importance of connection and collaboration, of inclusion and innovation. Today is a reunion as well as a recognition of your graduation. Take the chance to renew friendships and acquaintances, because the stronger your network is, the stronger your future will be. No one completes this journey alone, however. I invite you now to remember those who've supported you along the way, your families, friends, course mates, professional services staff and academic tutors. Please join me in thanking them with a well-deserved round of applause. These ceremonies also give us the opportunity to reflect on the university's world-leading research, our commitment to ensuring our graduates are equipped for the world of work, and our ever-expanding network of international partnerships. Considering the challenges we've all faced since March 2020, I feel we must recognise today that our shared culture underpins the university's many successes, and thank you for being a part of that. I'll highlight just a few of those. We remain the most popular destination for UK undergraduate students, and we're now the 5th largest university in the UK based on student numbers. We've won major national awards for the quality of our student support and our contribution to social mobility. We remain one of the top 5 most environmentally friendly and sustainable universities in the world. And our research has once again won a Queen's Anniversary Prize. As the Minister for Higher and Further Education said recently, Nottingham Trent University is amazing. Nottingham Business School exemplifies those ambitions. It's a business school for business, one that offers academic rigour and personalised support to its students and a worldwide network of industry connections. The school believes in developing responsible managers and leaders and in making business more sustainable. It believes in experiential and professionally applied learning, but most of all, it believes in making a positive impact on people, business and society, both through the quality of its graduates and by shaping policy and practice. Through its accolades, memberships, accreditations and professional facilities, the school is the epitome of best practice in contemporary business. Increasingly, businesses can no longer exist as profit-making enterprises alone. They must serve as guardians of society, the economy and the environment. They must support all their stakeholders and not just their shareholders. By incorporating this ethos into its teaching, Nottingham Business School reflects the duties of a modern university. to enrich society, to embrace sustainability, to connect globally, and to effect meaningful, lasting change. The School of Science and Technology's goal is to encourage, empower, and inspire its students to treat every student journey as something precious and distinct, and to lift each student up through tailored support and guidance. The school's community is drawn from a huge range of academics, social, and cultural backgrounds, and it takes great pride in that diversity, in helping to enable people's dreams and ambitions as they grow as scientists, mathematicians, and engineers. This is achieved through state-of-the-art equipment and facilities, a worldwide network of industry connections, and a commitment to the kind of hands-on, applied learning that mirrors professional practice. It's done through research-informed teaching that grows practical skills, and not just theoretical knowledge, through work that encourages interpretation and not just action. Class of 2021, it's a pleasure to have you back on campus. I hope you enjoyed today's ceremony. I now invite Deputy Dean Mary McAlinden to read the names of today's graduates and the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Professor Sharon Hutley to confer your degrees.
I now invite the stewards to bring forward the first group of graduates. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, the following have qualified for awards from Nottingham Business School. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in marketing, Stephanie Afford. Karina Biget. Rebecca Bennett. George Bromwich. Jasmine Bryan. Eleanor Bryson. Eden Bueller. Georgina Cohen. Louis Crooks. Brian do Espírito Santo. Ella Dodson. Ryan Higgins. Lauren Hutton. Harry Hutton. Ella Jackson. Gurjit Gita. Luke Johnson. Jacob Lauder. Nicola Lee. Victoria Millwood. Georgia Morley. Joshua Morgan. Angela Moti. Joe Niaz. Wandila Nkala. Ayo Ojuwali. Sophie Palmer. Ben Phillipson. Reras Pentile. Mira Muruhit. Gabrielle Spalter. Thomas Stannard. Talon Suter. Jonathan Taverner. Nathan Thompson. Rochelle Vanesquez. Shao Wu. Shane Ward. Eleanor Wood. Olivia Anderson. Lottie Blinko. Ella Carter. Ruby Cataldo Moore. Niamh Connelly. Georgia Crick. Justina Suslewska. Eve Curtis. Molly Davis. Abigail Davis. Charlie Davis. Ellie Dowsett. James Dunbar. Annabelle Eckley. Charlie Enifer. Aaron Feeks. Jordan Guest. Alex Hanlon. Daisy Harding. Sam Hubbard. Harry Jewell. Benjamin Kelly. Emily Lang. Harrison Lee. Dominic Lenton. The next student also receives the CIM Award for the best overall performance of a BA Honours Marketing final year student, Olivia Lewis. Robbie McMurrow. Freya Milkalski. Matt Mossip. Jessica Newland. Jessica Norris. Sophie Northall. Merlik Sofori Darty. Joseph Oxby. Kirsten Parker. Joshua Pritchard. James Scambler. Jack Stewart. Molly Sullivan. Harry Taylor. Edith Thomas. Adam Udakis. Mara Van Geffen. Oliver Watson. Tepanan Viraban. Amy White. Toby Wildig. Hannah Yell. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards to the graduates from Nottingham Business School. I am pleased to invite Jeremy Haig to the stage to give the oration for our honorary graduate, Sophie Hahn, and to present them to the Deputy Vice-Chancellor to receive the award.
It is my pleasure and privilege to invite Sophie Hahn, MBE, to come forward to receive an honorary doctorate at this afternoon's graduation. Sophie Hahn was born in Nottingham and loved sport from a young age. Sophie's grandfather played for Aston Villa and was a BBC football correspondent for 40 years. Sophie says that she first learnt to run by being chased around the garden by her brothers. In 2012, Sophie went on a family holiday. This coincided with the 2012 Games, and Sophie became transfixed, spending much of her time watching her new sporting heroes, Jessica Ennis-Hill, Richard Whitehead, and Hannah Cockcroft. And Sophie returned from holiday with a new passion for athletics. After the 2012 Games, Sophie's brother Jamie encouraged her to attend trials at Loughborough University. Subsequently, Sophie joined a training group coached by Joe McDonnell at Charnwood Athletics Club. Sophie found that she loved sprinting and trained hard over the winter. The next year, it was a complete surprise to be selected for the 2013 World Championship. Sophie soon found herself on the plane to Lyon with the Team GB squad, including her hero, Hannah Cockcroft. At only 16 years of age, and after only running for a year, Sophie became both the world champion and the world record holder for T38 100 metres and gained a silver medal in the T38 200 metres. At the 2015 World Championships in Doha, Sophie retained her T38 100 metre title and achieved a new world record. She also became world champion and world record holder in the 4x100 metres. These outstanding successes spurred Sophie on to want to compete in the Paralympics. Held in 2016 in Rio de Janeiro, Sophie admits that the huge scale of the Paralympics was scary at first, but the atmosphere was incredible. In Rio, Sophie became the 100-metre Paralympic champion and won a silver medal in the 4x100 metre relay. In the same year, Sophie competed in the European Championships in Italy and became the T38 100 metre European champion and broke the European record for 4x100 metres relay. Following this brilliant year, Sophie was awarded the MBE in 2017. But there was even more success to come. At the 2017 World Championships, Sophie broke her own world record for 100 metres, and she also became the 200-metre world record holder and champion. Subsequent successes at the 100-metre and other categories at the 2018 European Championships and at the Commonwealth Games in the same year meant that Sophie became the youngest athlete to hold a Grand Slam of all 4 major titles. In 2019, Sophie broke a 100-metre and 200-metre world records again, and she retained her world titles. Due to the pandemic, the 2020 Tokyo Paralympics were held in 2021. It was still an incredible experience, even though friends and families were unable to attend in person. Sophie retained her Paralympic 100-metre sprint title after equaling her world record time in the heats. Sophie's achievements have been widely celebrated, and amongst many accolades, she was awarded the Bill McGowran Trophy, and Nike, Sophie's sponsor, have named their London boardroom after her. Sophie's personal philosophy is to work hard in silence and let success make all the noise. Looking back over her career, Sophie says she's loved every minute. She's travelled the world, been part of a brilliant team that she feels humbled to be part of. We are humbled and honoured to have Sophie with us here today and to learn of her inspirational sporting achievements. And we will be cheering Sophie on in the World Championships in Paris this year and the Paralympic Games in 2024. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you Sophie Hahn, MBE, being a person of distinguished eminence and by attainments for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Sport, honoris causa, in recognition of her significant contribution to athletics.
Thank you for your kind words and generous introduction. I ought to feel more stressed than I did on the start line in Tokyo. Being here today and accepting this award is a huge honour and means a great deal to me, and I'd like to thank the Vice-Chancellor and Nottingham Trent University for allowing me to become part of the university family. That said, this university currently plays a major part in our family. My twin brother Ben is coming to the end of his postgraduate law school and is hoping to graduate this summer. No sibling rival in the house at all. Despite the fact I thoroughly enjoyed school life and the friends I made, I always tried to make the most of every opportunity which was offered. Unfortunately, I find academia very challenging, which is why I feel very humble to be amongst the graduates today who have worked hard and hard to achieve this day of graduation and celebration. I congratulate all on your success. To be the best at anything requires a certain mindset which not everybody will be able to achieve, and here I do feel that there are some similarities between myself and today's graduates. The best advice I'd ever been given during my career is to train harder than everyone else if we want to stay at the top, and treat every race like an Olympic final. With huge success comes huge sacrifices, moments of extreme happiness, but also moments of self-doubt, sadness, loneliness, and constant quiet enormous pressure. When you're the best in the world, it goes without saying that there are people out there who want to see you fall. That is just human nature. The key is to use that negativity to work harder and become more successful. Many people had the Paralympic gold medal hung around my neck before I'd even got on the plane to Tokyo. In truth, in my 9 years of being an elite athlete, I had never felt under so much pressure. Apart from the COVID implications which had threatened the Games from the outset, a new Colombian sprinter was threatened too, and indeed gave me the best race of my career. And I had to pull on everything I had to learn to allow myself to believe that I could deliver my best and bring home the gold. I had to find a way to cope and felt that I needed to concentrate all of my efforts on the individual event. Sadly, the relay became a casualty, and for the first time in my career, I withdrew from the event. Sometimes you have to prioritise difficult decisions to have to be made. A huge team of people got me to the start line. My coach, my strength and conditioning coach, my manager, my nutritionist, and my psychologist, and I'm forever grateful for their support. That's a whole team of people to let down if I hadn't delivered. But without my friends and family, I would not have survived this journey. They have helped me through some very, very dark times, and I should always be hugely grateful to them for their love and support. Be thankful to all of those people who have supported you on all on your journey. Never underestimate their input, love, and the personal sacrifices which they too will have made to allow you to be here today. As glamorous as it seems, my athletics career has taken me way out of my comfort zone, but has also allowed me to travel all over the world and meet some inspirational people who under normal circumstances I would not have had the opportunity to meet. Life is all about opportunity, embracing change, even at times this seems very scary. Due to having cerebral palsy, although mild, I didn't walk or talk until I was about 3 years old. With the support of my family, I am proof that through grim determination, a good work ethic, a focus, and a sense of commitment, literally anything is possible. A few years ago, I was delighted to be invited to take part in a Q&A session at the European Sales Conference for senior Nike employers. They asked me what as an organisation could do better. A big question from such an iconic company. My answer was simple. When I thought of a Nike athlete, I saw a tall, good-looking, photogenic person with a six-pack, white teeth and beautiful hair. As you can see, I'm none of the above and certainly do not fit as a profile as a sprinter. But I'm a huge successful athlete and I've been sponsored by Nike for some time. My point being, never judge anyone from the looks alone. You have no idea what they are capable of until tested and put under pressure. Strength comes in within. On the surface, I'm quite a shy and reserved person, but put me on the track, I find my game face. Everybody knows not to mess with me when I have my game face. So, I would like to leave you with this thought, which has served me very, very well throughout my career so far, and I have to admit, it has been a very, very steep learning curve. Work hard, stay focused, and always aim high, but most importantly, never ever give up. Keep striving, keep your feet on the ground, stay humble, and never forget the people who helped you to make your success possible. And remember, respect must be earned, and it is not a given. Work hard in silence, and let success make all your noise. Thank you.
I now invite the stewards to bring forward the second group of graduates. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, the following have qualified for awards from the School of Science and Technology. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Biomedical Science, Ilan Ghani. Suraj Rathore. Valentina Signorelli. Dominic Bunn. Bradley Steele. Daniel Yates. Thomas Derbyshire. Noura Al-Marzouki. Bashir Al-Yaqub. Connor Bartlett. Atum Kuzman. Yusuf Abdul Latif Yusuf. The next student also receives the Department of Computer Science Project Prize Computer Systems Cluster. Jack Frewer Pawsey. The next student also receives the Department of Computer Science second prize for outstanding performance in Computer Science Cluster, Adam Watson. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Computer Systems, Forensic and Security, Ghanim Al-Basti. Hassan Al-Hui. Ahmed Aliamahi. The next student also receives the Department of Computer Science second prize for outstanding performance in Computer Science Cluster, Kyle Angel Walker. Mariam Anwar. Balraj Bal. Emily Bebb. Ross Bestwick. Michael Bridgman. Mohammed Ita. Jack Emberson. Oliver Essex. Joshua Evans. Nigel Fonseca. Dialdine Hassan. Danielle Hullett. Marco Ip. Daniel Johnson. Thomas Jones. Diran Dalecki. Aisha Musa. Louis Niblet. Guillaume Pervez. Dominic Searle. Hafsa Suleiman. Dominic Smith. Husefa Khan. The next student also receives the Department of Computer Science Project Prize, Computer Systems Cluster, Esther Barley Habibiru. The next student also receives the British Computer Society and Department of Computer Science First Prize for Outstanding Performance in Computer Systems Cluster, Kyle Taylor. Edward Walker. Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Systems Engineering, Tanaki Mujali. Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Systems. Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Systems, Forensic and Security, Alexander Entwistle. Bachelor of Arts degree in Business Management and Entrepreneurship, Moro Nascimento. Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Systems Engineering, Ruda Alishak. Bachelor of Arts degree in Business Management and Entrepreneurship, Mohammed Abdulli. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Science and Technology and concludes the presentation of awards to graduates at this ceremony. Alisha Musa, who earlier received a Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Computer Systems, Forensic and Security, will now propose the student vote of thanks.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Director of Marketing and Communications, Executive Dean, Deputy Dean, distinguished guests, family, friends, and fellow graduates. It feels fantastic to say that, my fellow graduates. A very good afternoon to you all. It has been a beautiful ceremony, and I can say I am just as proud to be standing before you today as I have been watching my peers walk across this stage. I believe I speak for all of us when I say finding ourselves here today in this moment has been a memorable journey, to say the least. We have the honor of saying we have had quite the uni experience, not just the part that covers ending the night standing in line at McDonald's or a kebab shop, but we actually spent most of our university days surviving a worldwide pandemic. Perhaps some of us had a bit too much fun during first year and needed a reason to calm down. The struggle to reach the finish line began way before the world had even heard of anything such as COVID-19. Yet we rose to the challenge, and here we are. Perseverance really did reap a gratifying reward as we are seated here to testify. We have the privilege of bragging to future generations about how we studied through the whole world shutting down. Now, to me, that sounds a lot more serious than having to walk a few miles to school. And then there's the degree, of course. Bragging rights is not the only thing to be gained out of this. On behalf of the entire student body, I'd like to express our heartfelt appreciation towards the teaching staff who have so patiently taught and guided us throughout the entirety of this journey. None of us would be where we are today without your kindness. I'd also like to extend our thanks to the non-teaching staff. I believe it is fair to say that Nottingham Trent would not be operating so flawlessly without you. To our support systems, whether that may include family, friends, or others, a simple thank you would not be enough to prove our gratitude. You are truly the reason we have made it this far. Thank you to everyone present in this hall and beyond, those who have come near and far to celebrate with us today, and those who have organized such a wonderful ceremony in our honor. My fellow graduates, today officially marks a milestone, the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Whatever path life takes you on, I hope you are able to use the character and skills you have been able to build here effectively and unleash your maximum potential.
Guests, graduates, I hope you've enjoyed this afternoon's ceremony. It just falls to me to say a few words to close it. So thank you so much for coming. I hope you've enjoyed it. You've struck lucky, I think. The sun has been streaming into this beautiful building, and really is such a joy to be here with so many of you today. And as Aisha said, you made it to the finish line, and well done, all of you sitting upstairs. What a journey that you've had, and what a day of celebration I hope that you're going to continue to have for many hours to come. Thank you, Aisha, for those really thoughtful and kind words, and reflecting all both the joy and the challenges that you had as a graduating cohort to get to this point. I don't think any of us can underestimate that. But as Sophie said, she drew on inner strength, and I think all of you did that to get to where you are today as well. Sophie also referred to teamwork and networks and how important it is to have everybody around you. And we've acknowledged friends and family several times, as well as tutors and other staff of the university. It really was a team effort, wasn't it, to get to where you are today. And I hope that you'll stay as part of the NTU family for the rest of your lives. We've really appreciated this opportunity to share these graduations in person. As my colleague Emma mentioned, it's a little later than we would have otherwise hoped, but we're catching up eventually, and we're really pleased that we can do this all in person rather than online. I think we've all had enough of being online for the last couple of years, haven't we? So please do make the most of the rest of the day to catch up with everybody that perhaps you haven't seen for quite some months now. As students, you're the beating heart of our university, and in many ways, of course, of this city. But your contributions did not come just in your lecture theatres, your seminars, studios and laboratories. Despite the pandemic, you undertook placements that made local organisations more effective. You took Nottingham Trent University to 10th place last year in the Foreshortened University Sports League. That's our highest ever placing. You participated in one of the most lively sets of student union elections of recent years. And you ran many clubs and societies linked to your subjects and to your passions. And you made the Global Lounge the vibrant place that it is known to be around the world. Thank you for that. That's what makes Nottingham Trent so great. But you've done much more beyond the campuses. I think your speech today, Aisha, was the first one that actually didn't refer to enjoying the nighttime economy of the city and how much students contribute to that. But I'm sure your peers did as much as the earlier cohorts did. It's a very important part, being part of a city that you study in and graduate in, and hopefully you will retain a lifelong affection for. And many of you, beyond the campuses during your time here, played sport for local clubs. You helped young children with reading in local schools. You volunteered at food banks, recovered welfare benefits denied to local residents. What a wonderful set of contributions, and there were many others that you made during your time. A really valuable and helpful contribution to the city of Nottingham. And although you've now graduated, you will remain members of our global NTU family, a worldwide community of over 220,000 alumni. Our doors will always be open to you, so do make sure that you have a look at the alumni website from time to time and keep up to date with what's going on. And of course, you can continue to access support from us, including face-to-face advice for the next steps of your career from our employability team over the next 3 years. And in recognition of the exceptional challenges that you have faced as a cohort, we are extending our graduate internship program this summer, offering hundreds of paid opportunities. So if you're still looking for a graduate role, or you don't like the one that you're in at the moment, please go to Employability Online or visit the Future You stand over in the Nottm building where you'll be going shortly. And in time, please consider how you too might help future generations of students, just as some of our alumni will have helped you through offering lectures, placements and careers advice, and by helping to fund scholarships, facilities and research. And when the time comes in a few months, we also encourage you to complete the Graduate Outcomes Survey. It really helps future groups of students know what you go on to do with your lives and to give them something to aspire to when they too will graduate. So it makes a really important contribution to the university and will be very much appreciated by us. But that's all for the future. Still plenty of time ahead now to enjoy your success. I hope you'll make the most of it. In just a moment, I'm going to invite you all across the road to join us for celebratory refreshments in the Nottm building. But I think before we do that, it's one last time to make a lot of noise. We've heard a lot of clapping this afternoon and a few cheers and shouts, especially from the back row down there. I think you can all do more than that, so let's hear it for our amazing graduates, how well they've done. Fantastic. Good, that's better. Now that gets the party started, hopefully. So, guests, can I ask you to please remain seated for the processional music and as the academic party and the graduates leave the hall. And finally, I declare this graduation ceremony closed. Thank you.